Welcome to Ladies Who Question. We have our intrepid traveler back with us again. She was on yet another trip, and she's going to give us all the scoop about that, or at least some of it, because it was a work trip, right?
Yes.
So you can't.
Kind of.
You can't.
Yeah.
Kind of. Oh, somebody had some fun.
Well, no, I'll explain.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, welcome to Ladies Who Question. We're here, and we got a slew of topics, really. We're going to sort of hopscotch from one to the next. But first, let's hear about your trip.
Okay. So I won a sales trip, and it was an all vacation paid trip to Vancouver, Canada.
Okay, first of all, clapping for Holli and winning a trip.
Thank you.
Because you kicked butt.
Well, anywho, I'd never been to Vancouver, so I was really excited. And I can't even say one negative thing about the city, the greenery, the green spaces, etc. I'll give you a quick rundown of what I saw, and I can highly recommend spending like 3-4 days there.
Everybody says it's just glorious.
Oh, it is. And we had glorious weather the whole time.
Oh, lucky
We
you.
had a teensy bit of rain for about 5 minutes, but
Oh, big whip.
it was glorious. So left on Thursday, arrived, went to the office because it was somewhat of a work trip, meet the people at the office, etc., had lunch, and then went to my beautiful hotel, the Fairmont.
Oh, those are always good.
Oh, we had a doorbell.
A doorbell on your room?
Uh-huh. The rooms were so big and quiet. I mean, you could have stayed in your room the whole time.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So get to the room, and lo and behold, within 5 minutes, ding dong, the doorbell rings, and it's catering. And they brought in a chilled bottle of champagne, a charcuterie tray, and a chocolate cake.
All this for you?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So
I hope you demoed that cake.
I demoed that cake after dinner that night.
Okay, good.
Because I wanted to save it.
Okay.
Demoed the charcuterie tray, which was, it was small, but it was perfect.
Well, for
and
one.
saved the champagne for Friday night. So went to dinner with my boss, and fabulous. It was a lot of these seafood towers. I do love seafood. He asked me, do you want seafood or do you want steak? I said seafood.
Well, it is on the Pacific Ocean, right? Yeah,
It is,
yeah.
right. Had a fabulous dinner. And then the next day, we went on a private 5-hour guided tour all through Vancouver.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a great introduction to the
I would
city.
say an hour was lunch. So, and we saw the green, lots of green spaces, lots of little hidden spaces, Deep Cove, which looked like an Alaskan fishing village.
But wait, so Deep Cove is that a town? Or what is it?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
kind
understand.
of
a
like
neighborhood?
about 15, 20 minutes. It's like a neighborhood outside of the city, because we did check out a lot of these little areas that were so close. But yet so far, like you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm in Alaska. And it was just so charming. Went to a suspension bridge, saw some waterfalls, went to Stanley Park, which is very well known. It's a huge park, 6 or 7 miles around. And a lot of people rent electric bikes and drive around. Saw some totem poles at another park, lots of parks. And then we cruised around the neighborhoods, and then we cruised around shopping areas. And I felt like in that 4 hours, wow, I got the perfect tour. And it's my boss from the company that I work for. It's his father. He's 82 years old, and he thoroughly enjoys giving people tours. Like, he just goes, I love doing this. And he's lived there for his whole life.
This was you and how many other people?
Just myself. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, it was just me.
You got a private tour?
Yes.
Oh, I thought this was maybe a collection of people who had also won some sort of...
I'm the only one.
You are such hot stuff.
And I was really catered to big time. Then we went to the pool, enjoyed that, and then we just walked to dinner. Every restaurant's great. Everything's walkable. The city is spotless.
That's what I've heard.
Spotless. I did not see any garbage. And I was trying to tell my husband we were going to the airport, under the viaducts and everything. Ours are garbage. When you're in the city. Mm-hmm. They didn't have any.
No, boy, what are we doing wrong on so many levels?
I know.
I've noticed that. I mean, when I was in Australia and New Zealand,
Clean.
Same thing. Complete. Yeah, spotless. And then you're telling me about this. And actually, I remember other places that I've been to in Canada was also spotless and just delightful.
Yeah, delightful.
God, why are we such
know.
pigs?
I know.
Anyway, go on.
Hospitality, phenomenal. Everything, every restaurant, the hotel, even the airport hotel, the hospitality was, they were so nice. It was insane. It was about 5 notches that what I'm not used to. Saturday, we went to a place called Sea to Sky, highly recommended, 45 minutes outside of Vancouver. And you take a gondola from the sea to the sky.
Oh, okay.
And there's probably 10 different trails you can take for hiking.
Did you hike?
We did. We went on a small, moderate hike. They're anywhere from an hour to 4 to 6 hours.
Oh.
We did not choose a 4 to 6 hour. It was
That would be cool, though.
I know.
Yeah.
And it stays light till 10 o'clock.
Oh, right, because they're so far north.
It's like, oh, yeah, you could do that. And that's really it. Those are the highlights of my trip. I highly recommend it. It's gorgeous. The food's great. The people are lovely. It's a clean town. Hardly any homeless. I mean, really zero. There's a part where there's a few, but
any big city is going to have that.
Right. And it was 3.5 hour flight.
Oh.
I know. It was so quick.
Wait, 3.5 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Even when you were heading west, it was 3.5?
Maybe
I can see coming
back. It might
back.
have been 4 going. Coming back,
Okay.
we landed early, and it was 3.5 hours,
Okay.
and we were even early.
That
So
makes
I'm like,
sense.
yeah.
Prevailing westerlies. That, okay. 'Cause
You're
I'm
right,
thinking,
you're right.
Gee.
So anyways, that was my fun-filled 4 days that I just thoroughly enjoyed.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and you certainly wholly deserved it because I
thank
know
you.
you work really, really
thank you.
hard.
Well, it's fun. I love what I do.
cool.
Okay, so
Well,
Lisa.
I have sort of a sidebar. It's not as
Okay. I love a sidebar.
well. I mean, it's regarding travel. Okay, so
Okay.
but it's not like a happy story like yours, but it is a factual story.
Okay.
This is from the Independent, which is out of the UK. Almost half of Americans are fearful of traveling internationally now, and here's the percentage of things that they're kind of worried about. This was the poll that was taken by this particular company.
Okay.
Getting hurt, 31%. I have to say, I have had that fear, thinking when I was abroad, gosh, is my insurance going to cover if I, if I,
Right.
I don't know, hurt my ankle or what I mean,
Anything.
or anything, or I walk into a wall. I mean, whatever, or
Yeah.
get sick.
Right.
So I've thought about that a lot. 31% there. Government policies, 40%. Current perceptions about Americans, 39%. So what was the next one? Lack of info about current destination, 27%. Okay, that's sort of dumb because if you're going to go, why wouldn't you research where you're going to go?
Right. Exactly.
So that just sounds like a little bit of ignorance, to me. And then delays and cancellations, 42%. That's ever present. And there's a reason for this. This is not just out of the blue. The State Department has issued a worldwide caution security alert for U.S. travelers. At the time this poll was taken, it was because of the Israel-Iran conflicts, but also due to these issues. Conversely, tourists are not coming to the U.S. from Canada, Mexico, Great Britain, Germany, and South Korea, largely. I mean, there are other countries, but these that normally always come here, they're frequent travelers.
Yeah.
Because of the border issue fears. And it's 5.1% down tourism this year, which it was predicted to be up 8.8%, but it's not. It's down
bummer.
instead. So that's dismal news. And
Yeah.
if you keep abreast of current events, you won't be shocked.
Right.
You won't be shocked at all, given the climate and everything that's going on. Okay, so what was the thing you said you had something?
Well, I just think this is exciting.
Okay, I don't know what this is,
I
but
know.
I'm, sure I'll be thrilled.
Well, I don't watch Bachelor in Paradise.
No, nor do I. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Because
Gary.
because it was last night. It was on I was reading, but I still had it on without sound, and I went, oh, "It's Gary!" And then I thought,
Me
Gary's
too.
dancing,
Right.
and I said, Gary's dancing with Leslie.
I know.
But you had said a long time ago that Gary had a love interest, didn't you? But this seemed like they were just now connecting.
Yes, because
So I was confused.
well, a long time ago, I said they need to get those two groups together.
Yes, you did.
So they
Yes.
had selected people from both Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette that didn't win, of course, and they got him on Bachelor in Paradise.
But I thought that was all supposed to be the younger crowd.
It is, and that's why I watched it a little longer because I thought, is this just the old group? No, it was a total mix of bachelors and bachelorettes that were never chosen, young and old.
Oh.
And they put them together on this island. And right when I saw Gary, it caught my eye. I go, I have to watch this.
Well, our favorite.
Yes. And oh God, was he so cute. Well, first he was chatting with another woman that didn't win, and I can't remember who it was. And he was just charming, and she really liked him.
Oh.
And next thing you know.
Was he attracted to her?
Well, he said he was.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, my heart was racing.
Well, he's very emotional.
Then Leslie came into the picture, and they just seemed very flirty. And
there was a lot of vibing.
Steaming on the dance floor. And he said, oh, I really like her. But he's just charming in general, and I love that he's getting another 5 minutes of fame. And they keep saying he's fan favorite.
Well, how could he not be? He's the big teddy bear sweetie pie.
He is. I
love him.
I do too. I
have a feeling that in person and in real life, just my gut, how do I know? I'm just watching a person on TV. I just got a feeling he's really that good.
I do too.
You know? We've been wrong before, but I don't think about this one.
Such a fun guy. He's always like happy and just smiley and appreciative for everying.
Yeah.
He's a positive guy.
Yeah.
So,
but he just seems genuine to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. He said, there was a quote he had about how he is so, I can't find it right now, but how he's so loyal to his other bachelor buddies. From that he met on the show.
Oh, on the Golden Bachelor.
On the Golden Bachelor. They're still really tight. They all try to hang out as much as they can. I thought that was the brotherhood that they had amongst them, and there was no cattiness. It was pretty cool.
It was a tight-knit group. I mean, we could tell that.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. What other pop news do you have? I know you're just champing at the bit to...
Well, no, this is kind of boring and weird. Eric Menendez is in the hospital with kidney stones.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I heard it was like this very serious condition. Yeah. Well, that's not good.
No, but kidney stones? Okay, whatever. And I know the Coldplay news is over and done.
Let's talk about that, though, because there are a lot of levels of morality or amorality.
And casualties. The whole...
You followed that a little more closely. I just saw it on Friday, and I was at a party with a bunch of ladies, and we couldn't stop talking about it. And then everyone told their war stories about their own personal heartbreaks and humiliations and things like that. And then we, even though we'd been drinking for a couple hours by then, we discussed the ramifications of bad behavior that fans out and hurts like a ripple effect everybody else. It's not just those two going, oh no, my life's ruined. No, it's whoever you're a partner with.
Right.
Anybody you've spawned, your children.
Yep.
I mean, and with them, it's work.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that. Have you ever had or dated anybody who was in a workspace where you...
No.
No, nor have I.
No, but I was very naive in college when I was an intern in the DA's office, and one of the young guys asked me to go play tennis. I'm like, okay. Next thing you know, we're back at his condo, and he's like, oh, let's have dinner. Here's some wine. And then I'm like, oh, I got to get the heck out of here.
That turned
And so
quickly.
but I was so naive. He's like, oh, let's just go back to my condo. And I was like, still like, okay.
Well, see, I don't think I would have, that's happened to me a number of times.
Yeah.
Because I really think in my mind, oh, it's tennis. Let's go play tennis.
Me too.
And so why would we leap to thinking that unless the guy has been sort of making overtures?
I never really noticed it, which maybe he was. So, but no, I've never dated.
Because your head wasn't there, right?
No.
Exactly.
No,
right.
I was a student. But
boy, that was really incorrect of him.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't like do anything. And then when I started figuring out stuff, I'm like, okay.
So how did you exit?
I just,
do you remember?
I had dinner. I left. And then, he kept calling me and and I go, okay. Then when I figured it out, I I didn't take his calls. And back then it was easy because we just had a house phone and a machine. So I never called him back.
But then you had to see him at work.
Well, the good thing was it was at the end of the semester. I think I only had 1 or 2 more times left there. And so it was no big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you somehow were able to
Yeah.
manage that.
Mhm.
I can't, that sounds just so uncomfortable
It's
to me.
just awkward.
Well,
Yeah.
it is awkward. And then you feel like you're going to hurt your career or something like that.
Right.
But what are you going to do? Go along with it? And I imagine some people do on
Oh, yeah.
both sides. I'm not just talking about women, but we're women. So we're talking about our feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I put out vibe that I'm here for business. And so which was why I was so shocked. My very first job in radio, professional job.
You saw somebody else in the office?
No. This guy, he came in where I was trying to produce something or I was voicing something. And he was it was a small station. He was one of the owners of the station. And he kept touching me. And then, he put his hands on my shoulders and I was like, hey, I really got this. I'm good. I don't need any help. I didn't ask him to come in anyway.
Right.
And then he kept, we're delving into a whole other topic like sexual harassment at this point. But this does have to do with in-office stuff. So, and then he kept moving his hands. And I just finally went, you know what? I got to go to the bathroom. And then I left. I went to the bathroom. I came in. He's still standing there. I said, really? I got this. And I sort of spun around and I closed the studio door.
Oh, good for you.
I was shaking.
Oh.
Because I'm thinking, I couldn't have been more obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, get the F out of here. And he's one of the owners of the station.
That's what I'm talking about. And this was back then.
You know how this was in the very, very early 80s.
Yeah, when this wasn't reported.
I didn't report
now.
it, but you know what I did? What a lot of women have probably done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I looked for another job immediately.
And that's a lot of pressure.
It just doesn't seem right.
I know, but it kind of forced you out of a job that you might have liked if this jerk off wasn't handsy.
Well, I needed probably a little bit more experience, but I was not going to allow that behavior ever again from just the two of us being there at the station and him, because I thought this could end really badly.
Right.
For him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't going to be for me because, next time I came, I had, my mom had bought me pepper spray a long time, whatever. And so I had that and I packed it, I put it with me and I thought, because I had to be, there with him. But anyway, I looked for another job and fortunately someone snapped me up right away.
Yay.
Yeah. So that was
Was
nice.
he like, why are you leaving?
Oh, no, I didn't ever saw him again.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No. This was on a weekend. I was there doing like a special project or voicing some commercials or something. Yeah. And so I never saw him again because I was doing mornings normally.
Oh, okay.
So
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, in office stuff, it's not good for a reason. And then for him to be the CEO.
Right.
And her to be the HR head.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Both of them.
Right.
Are so out of order.
And high profile positions, and they both had families. She was on to her second husband.
Okay, so she had been married before, and this is her second husband. Not that that's either here or there, but but she was married. Are you saying she was married?
It says
I thought she was getting divorced.
Well, she was part of that is from her first husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I read that too.
So she was still married.
Not to her first husband, to her second husband.
Well, that's obviously.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right.
Are you tired?
Yeah. I'm like, wait, first husband. But I think they were married.
Okay. So, we know he was.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And his wife didn't come out and make a statement on Instagram. I saw it.
Did or didn't?
Did.
Okay. So I've heard so far is that she immediately took her surname off, went to her maiden name on Instagram immediately.
Okay.
And then deactivated the account or something or went offline or something. But then she turned it back on, I guess. And then it was filled with support comments.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that
that's okay.
because
that makes sense.
Yeah. But that's all I know. So you've heard more?
Well, I think she's really going after him big time. Like she's already lawyered up and so forth.
Well, of course.
Yeah. So, and it's, it's just, and there's 2 kids. He has 2 kids. She has 2 kids. How embarrassing. I mean, thank God they're not in school right now because that would be horrible, but still.
Oh, it'll still be horrible.
Yeah. They probably
School is just around the corner.
Anyways, it was disgusting. And as the story goes.
Wow. This was Thursday night, the Coldplay concert was, because we were talking about it on
Thursday
Friday.
night. And then it said
all the memes that came out over the weekend were hysterically funny.
It was
They're
everywhere.
still coming out.
They are. I turned my phone on. Boom. There was something about a lawsuit against Coldplay. And I'm like, no.
Oh, no.
Because he made a jokingly comment, they must be having an affair or something like that.
I would have thought this, it's a joke.
It's a joke, but I think that some lawyer came forward and I don't know.
Oh.
I was like, oh, come on. That's ridiculous. But it's funny to see the funny things like a strip club that says, oh, no, don't worry, Coldplay's not playing tonight. And just all the different things. Oh, and people getting all dressed up. And they put on like goggles, a hat, so you can't see who they are. Okay, we're ready to go to the concert.
Oh, no, the memes were hysterical.
It was hysterical.
I received from, I don't know how many people to tell you, who sent me the same meme. And it was this one about a guy holding a dog. And it said, so he was spotted holding another dog, and his dog was like, what? You're holding another dog?
Oh, my God.
I mean,
oh, that's so funny.
I'm not explaining it very well,
No,
but
I get the
anybody who's
picture.
seen it, I was like, I'm cheating holding another dog, or petting another dog or something like that. I thought, my friends really do know me.
Oh, that's so funny. That one's funny.
It was. They all have been funny.
I just hope they still have kiss cams because I love it when the camera pans the audience.
Oh, they're not
We're
going
gonna
to
ban kiss cams. No, people just need to be on their best behavior.
I think it just reminds people, like, if you're going to have an affair, illicit or otherwise, if you want to keep it private, keep it private.
Right. Oh, I do know one tidbit which you might know.
What?
The employee at the company, which is like astronomer.
He's
astronomer.
He's out of a job.
Well, you mean the
CEO? He's gone.
Oh yeah, he's out of a job. No, this is the event planner who bought the tickets to the concert.
Oh yeah, I wondered how they got there.
He was fired immediately.
What?
I read a whole article on it. Yes, and he's like, "Why am I fired? My boss told me to buy 2 tickets for the concert. I did, and now I'm fired."
Okay, so he's collateral damage, and I don't understand why.
He should have a lawsuit.
Well, he's one who should, and that has merit.
Right. And it was a really sad story.
So he buys these tickets. Oh, because he didn't. Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because he didn't. The CEO or the woman, whatever her name is, the HR woman, they didn't want
Kristen Cabot.
Okay, yeah, she didn't want, or he didn't want it to be traced back to they bought the ticket. So what is this charge? Right?
Probably. And he's stupid enough to buy him through his company.
Well, if the CEO tells you buy these through the company,
right,
they could be given to a client.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So there's no way that you should implicate this event planner.
No, I don't think so. And I'm sure he has a huge following of supporters on his side.
Well, most importantly, he has a case.
Yes.
I'm no attorney, but come on.
Yeah.
Wrongful firing.
That made me
wrongful
really
termination.
Sad.
Yeah.
So, anyways, okay,
Wow.
enough of that. I'm sure this story will linger, but we're done.
Oh, we're done with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else do we have in the docket here?
Well, that's kind of.
I think we just have a few. We have a couple RIPs.
Yes, we have a couple.
Yeah.
RIPs.
Now you said something. Someone I'm not familiar with her, but you said somebody from cooking.
A couple weeks ago, Anne Burrell passed away. And if you ever watch any of the cooking shows, she's been on it for years, and she's a really good cook. She lives in Brooklyn, and she has the wild blonde hair that sticks straight up. And
Did she have her own show?
Oh, sure. She probably, she was.
But she goes on other people's shows.
Yeah,
Oh,
on
okay.
cooking shows. Like she's always like, a judge, or try to, she did one of those shows called like The Worst Cooks Around. And
Oh, fun. I
stuff
should be
like
on that.
But she was a doll, and she had a big personality, and I always liked her. And she passed away in her sleep a couple weeks ago, and that was one I forgot to bring up because I really liked her a lot. And,
Yeah.
and she was young; she was 54.
Yeah.
A couple of kids. It's sad. And things go in threes, and I think we have 2 other ones.
Yeah, we do. Very current. I mean,
Yes.
I have to say, when I found out about Malcolm Jamal Warner, I genuinely sad because I
Me
feel
too.
he's genuinely a good human being.
Absolutely.
And,
We never read anything bad about him in the press. And he was such a, like you said, genuinely nice guy.
Well, he gives me the same essence that Jerry from Golden Bachelor gives.
Absolutely.
Same thing, like
Absolutely.
just goodness.
Like he's very approachable. There's no air to him. He worked hard his whole life through acting, and when he was on,
Well, he was on a couple other shows,
Right.
not ones that I remember seeing, but anyway, but he just a good guy, and interestingly and sadly, how he died, getting caught in the rip current
Right.
in what was it,
Costa
Costa Rica.
Rica.
Yeah, I have been caught in a rip current.
it's so scary.
I'll tell you something. I've been in a few close calls, but mostly of my own making, just from being careless and stupid.
Like, I can go in the water and
Well, not those. This is the only, close death to death thing I had in the water. But we were in Hawaii. My husband and I were in Hawaii. So I'm in the water, whatever. I was swimming or splashing around, whatever I was doing. And all of a sudden, it just took me. I wasn't even that far out. Took me. And fortunately, honestly, this is one good thing about reading and comprehending things. I had read an article at some point in my life about if a rip current ever gets you. And I remember,
Sideways.
it said sideways. First of all, relax, don't fight it. So I didn't. And I relaxed and I just let it take me, and being terrified. But no, I went, this is what's happening. Oh my God. And it kept going and happening and happening. Here's where hand of God, or whatever you want to call it, came in to save me, because I was out so freaking far.
Oh my God.
But guess where I got dumped? On a sandbar.
Oh, how lucky.
I mean, because I was just like, oh my God, when is this going to end? What the what?
Whoa.
And I kind of was trying not to be panicky, because you're expending your air,
Right.
your oxygen. So I went on a sandbar, and I went, and all of a sudden I stood up. The beach, everybody was standing, like people were on the beach,
Looking
like
at you.
going like this.
There she is. Oh,
Like, yeah, because, and I guess my
They
husband had
watched you.
seen me or whatever, like going, where did she go? And then he's up and he's like, hey, I know. And I just stood up and I went, like, put my arms out and like, what just happened?
whoa.
I mean, I kind of figured, but I was stunned. And just, it's a feeling. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm reliving it, and I can still remember.
Visualize it.
Yeah.
How far was the sandbar from the beach?
I don't know.
You had to swim back?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
at that point, I'm trying to remember. Did somebody come out and come to meet me or something? But or someone yelled, or somebody, whatever, or there was like a horn, like do this or go that way or something like. And whatever
Okay.
it was, I did it, and I went, and and everything was perfectly fine.
Oh.
And I didn't.
Gosh.
And I did do the sideways thing just in case. I'm sure I did that. So oh, that's right. Because he was there, and I ended up,
Way
he was,
down.
I was looking at him, but then I went, not perpendicular. No, anyway, I went sideways.
Parallel
Yeah,
to the beach
parallel to the beach, but then of
versus-
course at an angle to try to get to the beach.
Right.
And it was the most terrifying thing, but I was so fortunate. He was not Malcolm Jamal Warner. And that's a real,
Right.
that's a loss to humanity.
Oh,
Because
it
what a good
definitely
guy.
is. Oh, absolutely.
Makes me sick to think that he was caught up with,
Oh, And
him. I don't even have to say it, because
Yeah.
that's just, it's no stain on Malcolm Jamal Warner. It has nothing to do with him,
Absolutely.
because he was just
No.
yeah. And then today,
Yeah. Just read that.
Ozzy,
Mm-hmm.
that's not a shock.
No, I don't think it is.
But didn't he just recently had a show, his last show, final performance, like 5 days ago or something?
I think
I think
so.
it was just
Let
like
me
5
look.
days ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did he announce, here's my last concert?
Well, I think either it was part of his farewell tour or it was his farewell performance. Now, if it was his farewell performance, I got to believe that his body just said, you know what? We're done. We're done here.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that. I was never an Ozzy Osbourne fan, to be honest, because, I was in junior high or freshman year in high school when he really hit, like 1970.
Yeah.
And I wasn't into metal. You know,
I wasn't
really,
either.
I mean, my favorite song was, and may still be, Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Oh, that's
So you know where I
sweet.
was.
Yeah.
And that was the big hit. But, you know, he came out with what? I remember Paranoid. And then there was the Crazy Train, which I kind of like that one a little bit. I mean, dun dun dun
Oh,
dun
yeah.
dun. You know, at least I like the beginning, but I don't. It just, it's not my.
Yeah. It kind of gives
yeah.
you a headache after a while.
Well, and honestly, his incidents with, even though he didn't intentionally bite the head off of a live bat, it was it was the early 80s, 82.
That.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see it,
well,
but I remember hearing.
a fan threw it up.
Oh
But
my.
how
God.
messed up do you have to be to just put anything that somebody would throw up on a stage
live
in your mouth?
Animal. A bat of all animals.
A bat.
That's
It was a
disgusting.
dead bat, but it doesn't matter. You could still get rabies from a dead bat.
Oh, gross. Yeah.
I don't know whether he had to go through the whole rabies, 10 shots in the belly or whatever it is.
Probably.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, better than getting rabies. And then he also, the time he was just so messed up.
Oh, yeah.
And
was
he
so messed
peed on
up
the Alamo.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. This was when he was starting to get with Sharon
Okay.
after his, where he was getting divorced and he was with Sharon and he was just so effed up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like bad. It's amazing he made it to 76, right?
Right.
And he was dressed up in Sharon's clothes because she had taken his clothes away from him so he wouldn't leave because he was so out of it. So he dresses up
Oh, my
and
gosh.
he pulls out his wiener and he
Ew.
pees on the Alamo.
Oh,
I mean, he probably didn't know it.
No. He was oblivious,
yeah,
probably.
but like I kind of went, yeah, I was right in 1970. He's not my guy.
Right.
But you know what? A lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
You
Huge
know?
fan base.
Yeah.
They did that reality show.
Yeah, which that brought a whole new audience.
Exactly.
And they were
exactly.
like, oh, heavy metal, like original heavy metal.
Because young kids like that music now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
thrash metal, heavy metal. Yeah, of course.
I don't like heavy metal.
Well, I don't either, but yeah, other people do. So anyway, I mean, RIPs to all of them, right?
Right. Well, his last concert was July 5th.
Oh, see?
Yep. And in England with Black Sabbath during the Back to the Beginning concert, marking the end of an era.
Oh, so it was the final concert.
So you're probably right. His body's just, and he also, didn't he have Parkinson's? Or?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He had Parkinson's disease.
Right.
And he'd been battling that. It's a horrible, terribly degenerative, crippling disease.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying the mind and the body together. He did his farewell thing. He was not in great shape. I mean, he was suffering.
Mm-hmm.
And it just probably, we're shutting down now.
It was time.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
No, it kind of makes sense.
seems like hand in glove, sort of. You
right.
know? Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, anything
Okay.
else?
Well, no.
I mean, we might be good. I thought
Just the bike race is this weekend. So anybody that's local in Lake Bluff, Lake Forest, or surrounding suburbs, we've got a huge professional bike race. Well, we have amateurs during the day, and there's the men's and the women's at night. Well, in the
professional.
early evening.
Early evening.
And they're professional, and lots of them were in the Olympics. They're heavy duty bike racers.
Right.
So,
and Nicola is going to be
Yes. Yay,
Nicola McDonald,
Nicola.
who, if you don't know, if you didn't listen to last week's podcast where we interviewed her extensively, please do tune in. And she's a delightful, lovely person. And she's going to be on the pro women's
she will be.
1/2, I believe.
And we'll be rooting her on.
Absolutely.
So-
I don't know what her number is or what her colors are going to be, but we'll find her and it'll be cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Wouldn't that
Fun
be
weekend.
kick ass if she won?
Oh my God. Be great.
I love that. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, and we hope you enjoyed the show. And any ideas you might have for us, send it to us.
Yep.
Oh, also, we're going to be doing a series of interviews. We hope to make it a regular thing with local Lake Forest, Lake Bluff, and eventually surrounding environs of local business people.
Yep.
And other professionals, but mostly we want to sort of give a boost to the small and medium businesses around here and the owners or just people who work in that circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds great. I look forward to that.
I do too. And I hope they will. We'll have to really bone up and
Okay.
be good. Okay, thanks for listening. And I'm saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, Lisa Dominique, and also executive produced by Holly Caulfield. Holly also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, ladieswhoquestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of Lisa Dominique and Holly Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.